Hello amazing people, this is your little Pinay Jen and I'm back in my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing great and that you are all healthy and happy. I am now in Cagayan De Oro city, which is called the City of Golden Friendship. It is the third largest city on the island of Mindanao. Davao City is first, Zamboanga City is second, and Sidio is third with a population of 728,000 people. In Sidio, there are several modern malls, but the main public market is in the old downtown area and is called Kugon Market. This actually covers an area of 4 city blocks. This market is really crazy busy, especially at nighttime when people come to buy food to feed their families after a long day of work.
Here you can see that it's really big compared to the market in Hinatuan. So let's go and let's have a look inside what they have here.
As I enter the market, there is a beautiful flower section that sells amazing flowers. Just like every wet market in the Philippines, they sell massive amounts of fish. Sidio is a large city, but it rests next to the ocean. Just like any city or town next to the ocean, there is a large fishing industry. My people in the Philippines eat fish literally morning, noon, and night. Here at this wet market, there is actually some types of fish I have never seen before. There are so many different varieties that it's hard to even describe them all. In the video, you see some large squid. Squid is one of my grandpa's favorite dishes. He loves to take the squid ink, fry it, and then pour it over the meal. Of course, chicken is also a very large portion of the Filipino diet. Here you see we process and eat every part of the chicken, including the intestines and feet. There are numerous different types of sausage at the market. We call this chorizo. It is a spicy pork sausage. The outside casing of the sausage is oftentimes made using pig intestines. This man is using plastic as his casing. Sausage is also a very popular dish in the Philippines. We know it is not that healthy, but we still love it so much. It is a time-consuming process, but like I said, it is so delicious. Here you see a man deboning milkfish. It's a time-consuming process. He removes all the bones so that it's easier to eat. It is more expensive than the typical milkfish that is not deboned. Here are some colorful and beautiful types of fish. We call this fish buntog or parrot fish. It is very delicious, especially when grilled. Also, here is what we call talakitok. It is an inexpensive fish like milkfish. You now see some nice large white clams. They are very delicious to eat. Next to them are tahong or green mussels. This market goes on and on as far as the eye can see, and there are so many different kinds of fish and fresh vegetables. Here are some delicious tuna. When it is this size, they are not too expensive and yet they taste so yummy. The small fish next to the tuna is called tamban or sardines. This small fish is filled with very small bones and is dangerous to eat unless you fry it very well. Then, you eat the whole fish including the bones without any problem.
Unlike in Hinatuan, vegetables are in a separate way.
Several times in this video, you will see people that are sleeping at their stalls. You have to realize that these people work 12 to 15 hours per day selling their goods. It is a very difficult and hot job inside this market. They will take sleep when they can't stand and tiredness any longer. Unlike in Europe or America, we do not keep our eggs refrigerated. Eggs that are not refrigerated can actually last up to 3 weeks. Of course, refrigerated eggs can last over 45 days. In the Philippines, we check our eggs very carefully before cooking them to make sure they are still good. It is easy for Filipinos to know if an egg is bad before cooking it. The orange vegetable is squash. The long green one next to it we call ampalaya or bitter gourd. We typically eat it with egg during our breakfast time. Because rice is life in the Philippines, here at the market there is many varieties of rice. Rice in the Philippines is called bigas when uncooked and kanin when cooked. Glutinous rice is referred to as malagkit or sticky. Rice is the staple food in the Philippines, supplying about 35% of the average Filipino's daily food. Aside from plain steamed rice, there are many Filipino rice recipes, rice snacks and desserts. High quality rice, which is sticky rice or malagkit, is typically the more expensive and favorite type for us. Simply put, we love our rice so much in the Philippines. Here you see many flower vendors. We use flowers for many different types of ceremonies. Of course, loved ones will purchase flowers to their special person, but we Catholics love to place flowers at the altar of church. We love our altars to be beautiful and to show respect and love to Jesus. These are small bamboo sticks that you purchase. Many vendors will purchase these bamboo sticks to make it easy to sell their different cooked items. Coconut is one of the most important crops in the Philippines. My country is second largest coconut producer in the world. Coconut farming in the Philippines provides a livelihood for approximately 1/3 of the population. In the Philippines, we call the coconut tree the tree of life. We literally used every part of the tree. We used the flesh for food, milk and flour, the oil for cooking and for skin and hair, the shells to steam food and to make charcoal, the husks as a natural scrubber as well as making rope. We used the tree leaves for roof thatching and the sticks as brooms.
Guys, as you can see, this is really a very huge place right here compared to the old market in Hinatuan. I mean, what we have in there, the wet market, it's very small compared to this one. This area right here where people are eating.
These ladies are making what we call puso. They take cooked rice wrapped with coconut leaves. This is a very popular snack that you will find with outdoor vendors. It is a quick snack for those that are working and don't have time for a full meal. Here is the top floor. It is just as large as the bottom floor wet market. The top floor, it is completely full of every type of fruit and vegetable imaginable. The fruit and vegetable market went farther than the eye could see. As you can see from my video, Cagayan de Oro has a large population of Muslims. The 2015 census showed Mindanao had a total population of more than 24 million people, 23% of which were reported to be followers of Islam. They are a very hard-working group of people and own and operate many of the shops and stalls at the market. These men are making what we call lumpia, or lumpia wrapper is used to wrap pork, chicken, or even banana and other fruits. It is typical deep fried and sold at stalls and vendors. As you can imagine, it takes a great deal of practice and skill to be able to make this. This is a very hot type of work, but as you can see in typical Filipino fashion, they are always happy and smiling while working. There were many tailor stalls past the fruit and vegetable area. I even saw a barber shop. There was even an escalator that took you to the downstairs. Surrounding the outside of the market were many vendors and stores that sold everything you can imagine. This was such a very big market, and I was so surprised to see. Another time I went to the market at night and it was absolutely crazy. I would not recommend going there after 4 p.m. It is literally wall to wall and elbow to elbow of people. When there's that many people pushed together, you always have to think about your backpack, wallet, and other valuables. Foreigners should be extra careful because you are an easy target and the thieves know that you carry a lot of money and valuables with you. It's something to be aware of, unfortunately. Unlike at the beginning of the pandemic, as you can see, face mask wearing is not strictly enforced. Some people wear no face masks at all. Others will have it pulled down below their mouth or below their nose. When the pandemic first hit, you would never see such things, and it was strictly enforced to always wear a mask no matter where you went. Thank goodness the pandemic is not like it used to be, and a large portion of the population are now vaccinated. That is why the Philippines is opening up for foreigners to travel to. I hope and pray it stays this way. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit more about my country. I will be in Cagayan de Oro for a couple more weeks, and I'm so excited to show some of the amazing adventures ahead while in this beautiful city. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave me comments down below. And as always, can't wait to see you on my next video.
Ini mobil